Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the New York Jets. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Check 56. They're going to need some therapy after this.
They'll run here with the former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Airing one out for Crowder. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They run with Howard. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop.
Third and 5.
Hey, back man. 180. Let's go. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Wentz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Second and 8 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
On the delay, it's Howard. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Here we go. 280. Other side, solid.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? From the 30 on second down, Wentz steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Wentz. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Quinnen Williams in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now blitz coming, and down he goes. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Forced out to his left. Airing one out for Crowder. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
A gain of 14. First down, New York.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Powell. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
56, check 56. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. This is caught. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and goal.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
They come out here in the eye.
Right there, 56. Okay, just like that.
Now Bell. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Eagles' 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Now it's Darnold. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Strong left.
To throw, it's Wentz. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. On first down, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. That one nearly... 30 yards, 29 officially.
Gain of 29 more yards. That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Trying the right side with Howard. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
That's track. He's crashing.
Go. 61, matchbox, right.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that. He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day.
They come up in an offset eye. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
56.
Hey, Delta.
Right there. 56.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Mike 57. That's right. Two Jim.
Topper!
On the toss play, Howard. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
That's it, baby.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
16 yards, a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And there's the first NFL catch for N'Keal Harry. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Try to punch it in with Howard. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Hey, exit.
Off of play action, Darnold. They'll rifle this one deep right side. They've got his man, complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
At the 37-yard line.
Time. 52, Mike, 52. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Man, 80. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold caught here by Bell. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Jets.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Ficken's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Let's go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Again, it's Howard. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defense is right now.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Zach Brown able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Another try after the first down sack. Darnold, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's got it complete to Anderson. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Now they are going for it. Darnold, and this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
Let's go. Let's go.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
56 to Mike.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. That's where Crowder makes his hay in the slot. Jets hoping to see more of that going forward. He signed with them in March after the last 4 seasons being in Washington. Had 3 pretty good years, then sort of tailed off last season due in large part to an ankle injury. The first carry for Trenton Cannon. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back.
Get ready.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Stop your whining.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
We're going to sign. 52. You know, young lady. 5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
Throwing on second and long. Darnold. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
You're looking there, the defensive back is maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Running with Howard. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Avery Williamson, the Jets' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jim. He's got a man, complete. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 82 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Bravo!
56 to Mike.
Darnold from the gun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 36 yards on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Bell with a first down carry there as he'll get about 4 out of that. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Hey, let's get it. Hey, 80. Mike 56. Mike 56. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Darnold. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, 57. Let's go.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football and everything else.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 20, and they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Thomas, the intended target.
At the 15-yard line.
I'm here all day.
Wentz now on 1st down. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Your trip is here.
They come out here in the eye.
I know he ain't got it.
They'll try again with Howard. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jordan Howard taking it in. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott on for the extra point. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Darnold. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And he fires a strike to his big target, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great...
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz as his guys continue to pour it on. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's...
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
You got nothing. No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Ready? Crunch time.
From the end zone, here's Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Darnold. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. And for Darnold, this may be a free play. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. Darnold now to throw. And he's got it. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold dancing to his left. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Checking in on Houston. It's in the fourth quarter there. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Wentz to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. That's caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Man 5-7.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're